Have you ever received feedback that left you feeling deflated, defensive, or even devastated? I certainly have in my own experience. Early in my career, I received constructive criticism from my manager that shook my confidence. But instead of letting it break me down, I chose to use it as a growth opportunity and mechanism. Today, I want to share with you the strategies that I have learned to handle constructive criticism and turn into a catalyst for success. Thomas Alva Edison once famously said, "I have not failed, I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." His perseverance in the face of criticism and failure ultimately led to the invention of the light bulb that you must be knowing now. Edison's story teaches us that constructive criticism can be a valuable catalyst for growth and innovation. Another example here is J.K. Rowling. You know about Harry Potter, right? J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter manuscript was rejected by 12 publishers. Can you imagine that? By 12 publishers before Bloomsbury accepted it. Rowling has said that the rejection letters helped her to refine her work. Today, Harry Potter is a global phenomenon. This story shows that constructive criticism can lead to refinement and ultimate success. Now, this is Gokul welcoming you on how to handle constructive criticism in the workplace. That's what we are going to discuss today. Constructive criticism is an essential tool for growth and improvement. Yet, many struggle to receive it effectively, and there are problems for those who are providing it as well. So today we are going to explore some strategies to help you turn feedback into opportunities. By embracing constructive criticism, you will enhance with authenticity all your skills, relationships, and career. That is the hope and confidence I'm going to share with you. Let's see what this constructive criticism is all about for a moment. It helps to identify areas for improvement, enhances job satisfaction, and boosts your productivity. You have to remember that. When delivered and received effectively, underlined effectively, it fosters a culture of openness and trust. Criticism can be constructive, transformative, and helping you refine skills and achieve your goals smartly. Effective feedback is very, very specific and very, very objective and very, very actionable. Otherwise, it is not an effective feedback at all. Now let's try to understand what this constructive criticism is all about. It is distinct from any personal attacks. It is distinct from negative comments. It focuses on behavior, actions, or even performance, but by providing concrete examples and solutions. This type of feedback aims to educate, improve, and support your growth. That is again another line and underline. Recognizing this difference between constructive and destructive criticism is very, very crucial, and by this time, you should have that kind of a maturity to understand what it is. Constructive criticism always improves performance, it improves relationships, it improves job satisfaction. That is given. It also enhances self-awareness, what you are and what you are trying to do, etc. And it helps you identify blind spots and encourages personal growth. By embracing criticism, you demonstrate openness, because in a dialogue between two parties, when you are receiving some kind of criticism, you are trying to demonstrate that you are actively listening, you are opening your ears and receive that feedback, that constructive criticism, to learn and develop your own self. This mindset, if you don't try to have it right away from now on. This mindset helps you build resilience and confidence. This is the mindset which is going to help you move forward in your career. There are studies around this, and 92% of the employees believe constructive criticism improves performance as per Gallup. 60% of regular feedback, and 40% of managers struggle to provide it. Forbes and Harvard Business Review has given this. Effective feedback leads to increased productivity, engagement, and retention. So invest in constructive criticism, yet it will give you very, very tangible benefits. That never you ignore that. There's always a benefit. But there are ways by which you can receive the feedback or criticism. When receiving criticism, remain calm, composed, be cool. Because you should not be having a closed mindset. You should not be shutting down your ears. Be open, and be open to receive that in the first place. So listen actively, avoid the defensiveness and emotional reactions. Ask clarifying questions if you don't understand something. Ask for certain explicit words instead of certain implicit words to ensure understanding and focus on the issue, what the other person is trying to tell you about. And always remember that you focus on the issue, not on the person. For example, even in my presentations, my discussions with you, I always try to make sure that you understand the underlying things, not you as a person, but the way how things are. You understand from that perspective. This mindset helps you process feedback objectively. Otherwise, you will try to focus on personalities, which is not going to help you at all. So, you need to have certain strategies to achieve this. Effective listening is a very good tool. You must be willing to listen, and it involves maintaining direct eye contact, because there are a lot of people who talk like this, and something like this. But eye contact is very, very essential, and both the parties should talk through their eyes. Nodding wherever it is required, it shows a kind of acceptance or listening, and summarizing. At every step, you need to summarize, and maybe at the end of the conversation, you need to summarize in a nutshell. This ensures that understanding and you value the feedback. That is the essence to the other person you are giving. So that means the other person is, or whoever the person who is giving you the feedback, is able to get some kind of reciprocal message from you that you are accepting, or at least you are listening actively to that. Avoid interrupting or becoming a confrontational or quarrelsome or cantankerous, and ask questions to clarify just concerns. Don't create questions just for the sake of it or to prove upon your point. Rather, ask questions to clarify certain concerns we may have. This helps prevent any miscommunication, because the miscommunication is very, very dangerous in certain kind of feedbacks, and you must be ensuring that the communication is correct and proper. The next one is you avoid defensiveness or being defensive. Defensiveness can escalate and any kind of conflicts, because the moment you getting into your boundary, the moment you put a boundary around you and you try to defend, then you are shutting down your ears. Okay, that's what it means. So you are going to fight with the other person, confrontation with the other person, and it is going to hinder your growth. Recognize that emotional triggers will create problem. It will take you down the line. So in case of such emotional triggers, take a deep breath and respond thoughtfully. Think about before you respond. Just say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take 5 seconds, think, then respond. Focus on the feedback, not the person. Never ever talk about the person. Always talk about the object or the purpose of that discussion, and avoid taking it personally. This helps maintain a constructive dialogue. The next important step is you need to follow up with a clarifying question. If somebody is telling you something, and if you have understood, or even if you have not understood, ask for some kind of examples, explanations, or solutions. You ask the feedback provider himself or herself that, okay, if under these situations or under these circumstances, what do you think I should be doing, or what do you think you would be doing in that case? So ask clarifying questions and that will help you address concerns, prevent miscommunication, and foster collaborative problem solving. Because after all, that person who is going to give you the feedback is not giving feedback for his own personal reasons, right? So he has got something in mind, and whether you are able to understand that. So any kind of miscommunication will be resolved if you have a follow-up on clarifying questions. Then you need to have the right mindset to turn every feedback into growth. So identify key takeaways in every discussion, and every action items you must make a note and confirm with the provider, the feedback provider, and get it clarified. So develop a plan for improvement, seeking support and resources. And of course, as I've been saying in every opportunity, celebrate progress, celebrate success, however small it is, and maintain a growth mindset throughout the journey. That is very, very important. This growth mindset will make you embrace to view any challenges as opportunities. Believe abilities can be developed and focus on learning. That is your mindset. Any skill can be developed. Anything by practice, anything can be achieved. Whether there are a lot of things like you might be watching all the talent shows, skills, any repetitive work. All that is possible by practice. But before you practice, understand what is the underlying knowledge there. So this mindset fosters resilience, adaptability, and helps you move forward on a continuous improvement plan. Whether you have it or not, that will drive you throughout. So in order to do that, you need to have a smarter goal setting plan that we have been discussing in every now and then. So have a clear career path, have a clear career goal, and work out kind of like smart plans or disc plans that we have been discussing about, and break down all the goals into actionable steps, allocate resources for that, and establish timeline by which date you need to finish. But never ever be in a hurry or in a stressed moment. You be cool and you naturally try to do that. That is the practice you should have. And regularly review the progress, and whenever it is required, just adjust the plan, and for that you may have to seek some support. Okay, so you are progressing like this, so I'll talk to my mentor, or I'll talk to my friends or somebody who can help me with. So seek feedback from those kind of trusted mentors or trusted peers or trusted managers or friends. And for that, you need to surround yourself with people who encourage your growth and provide constructive criticism. That is the essence of it. If you are going to be in a wrong crowd, then it is very, very highly likely that you are not going to succeed. So surround yourself. The growth mindset demands an ambience and an environment that the people around there should have the similar growth mindset. Then it becomes a support group for you. So ensure that your network help you stay motivated and accountable for all your actions. So when you are progressing, you will always feel that I have done some kind of a small achievement today, or maybe in a week. So try to celebrate these small victories. And it need not be a milestone, of course, but it can be even a small milestones, or some small steps, you can say that way, or something which you feel that I have achieved, I have transformed. I was not doing this all along, now I am doing this. So to that extent, I have transformed myself. So that is a step which requires your celebration. So don't hesitate to celebrate. Don't hesitate to call your friends and tell them that I have gone through this process and now I'm able to do that. That shows your confidence, and that confidence will help you grow in a very, very, very long journey that you remember. So some of the best practices I would suggest here is that while giving constructive criticism, you may be doing that as well. As a manager, you may be sandwiched between a boss and also by a subordinate. So if you are somewhere in the middle, you need to be very clear that you need to receive criticism from your manager, and at the same time, you also need to be providing criticism to your subordinate. So, as a sandwich person in between, you need to be very, very clear about how you transform whatever you receive to somebody who is down the line. So that is again it's reserved for another day, another event, another video. But let me quickly tell you here is that when giving criticism, you be specific and timely and be objective. Focus on behavior, provide actionable feedback, and offer support. Don't give any false commitments, and don't disrespect anybody. So provide feedback in a respectful and empathetic manner, because you have to also receive that way, right? So how to provide criticism is reserved for another topic by itself, and is reserved for another day. And as we move on, focus on behavior, your actions or your performance, and never ever talk about individuals. You were, don't say you were, you are. This situation demands this, and this is the performance we received, and this is the gap. So try to improve that. In order to bridge the gap, this is how you should be doing it. Like that, you need to focus on behaviors, actions to convey the feedback or criticism to your people. Use I statements to express concerns and provide concrete example. But never ever point you for any wrong reasons. And keep a tone that is very, very constructive. You should not be sounding awfully bad that irritates the person who is going to receive the feedback. So that way you have an empathetic tone to convey that. And I've seen a lot of bosses of me who have been so empathetic, and they try to convey, this is how it has to be done, and this is what you have done, and there is a gap. See how you can address the gap. And my suggestions are like this. I have seen many people who are doing that way, and that means that the feedback should have some actionable items. Otherwise, it is impossible for one to get corrected. When you are doing that, there are quite a lot of challenges you will face, because the way you have been exposed to all along in your life, or up till that point, you might not have even experienced that kind of a thought. Maybe your body mechanism doesn't support. For example, somebody has to go for a shift at 6 o'clock in the morning, and people for a night owl, okay, for example, it will be very difficult. Okay, or if somebody has to work in the night shift all along, they go to sleep at 8:30 or 9 o'clock in the evening. It will be very difficult. So, and in the process, you may be making mistakes. Okay, so try to get the feedback in such a way that how you practice these things. It is not just a shift, it can be a skill as well. Like you have been exposed to all along in a particular technology, and you need to switch to another technology, and you make a lot of errors. So in the process, what happens is that you will make a mistake. So when somebody is going to criticize you, what you need to be careful is that, okay, my previous past has been like this, so instead of getting into a quarrel, getting it into an emotional fight, try to understand that, okay, this is what I have been, now I need to change for that particular situation. So you have to address the conflicts and disagreements very, very constructively, and that requires open communication. Wherever it is required, seek help from your HR, or I would call human asset department that way. Try to get the feedback from them, from your mentors, and see that how you retain your positive attitude, positive growth mindset, and move forward. That is very, very, very important. So to wrap up, handling constructive criticism effectively is essential for your growth and success. By embracing feedback, you will enhance your skills and relationships with your peers, colleagues, and friends. So the key takeaway here is that first one being, constructive criticism is essential for your growth and improvement. The second one is effective listening, active listening, and avoiding defensiveness are crucial when receiving feedback. Third, focus on behavior, provide actionable feedback, and maintain a growth mindset. The next one is celebrate progress, seek support, and maintain a positive attitude. And the last one is develop a plan to turn feedback into growth opportunities. There are a lot of data points out there in the internet from Gallup, from Harvard Business Review, Forbes, and Mind Tools. There are a lot of statistics around that, and there are a lot of books. I can give you a couple of them here. The Art of Giving and Receiving Feedback by Sheila Heen and Douglas Stone. Have a look at that. Thanks for the feedback by Erin, Sheila Heen, and Douglas Stone. Mindset by the New Psychology of Success by Carol Dweck. These books, I feel that it will help you to understand, and there are a lot of quite articles out there. So the essence here is that constructive criticism is a powerful tool for your growth and improvement. By embracing feedback, maintaining a growth mindset, and developing a plan for improvement, you will unlock your full potential. Remember, criticism is not about being perfect, or it is about being better. Continuously seek feedback, learn from it, celebrate your progress, empower yourself to grow, and watch your career flourish. Thank you for watching. This is Gokul, and if you like this presentation, these topics, feel free to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more career development tips. See you in the next video. Cheers.